Think you know everything about sports viewership? Well, prepare for a surprise. In an unprecedented turn of events, the Women's NCAA Basketball Championship has risen to the occasion, surpassing the men's championship in TV viewership for the first time in history. Yes, you heard that right. We're not pulling your leg here, folks. This is a real game changer. The women's finale, featuring South Carolina's triumph over Iowa, captivated an impressive audience of nearly 18.87 million viewers. Now that's a crowd you'd want to play in front of. Let's put this into perspective, shall we? The men's championship game, where UConn clinched victory over Purdue, attracted a respectable but less impressive 14.82 million viewers. But let's not disregard the men's tournament altogether. They saw a 4% increase in viewership from the previous year. Not too shabby, right? And overall, the men's tournament managed to average 9.9 million viewers. But here's the kicker. The women's game didn't just win by a nose, it left the men's viewership trailing in its wake. This historical moment is a testament to the rising popularity of women's basketball, and a clear sign that gender boundaries in sports viewership are blurring. In the grand scheme of things, this shift in viewership is a slam dunk for women's sports. It's a game changer, a milestone, a beacon of hope for aspiring female athletes everywhere. It just goes to show, when given the stage, women's sports can and do draw a crowd, and what a crowd it was. So, who said women's basketball can't draw a crowd? On to the next point. Now let's not forget the players who made this all possible. And who better to start with than the dynamic duo of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. These two were the heart and soul, the shining stars of the tournament. They brought their A-game, their skill, their passion, and gave us a show we won't soon forget. Let's talk about Angel Reese first. A force to be reckoned with, Reese led LSU to victory over Iowa in the NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship game. Her performance was nothing short of spectacular, but it wasn't just her skill on the court that made headlines. Reese sparked a bit of controversy when she taunted Iowa star Caitlin Clark. She mimicked Clark's gestures and pointed to her ring finger. Some commentators called it unsportsmanlike, but Reese defended her actions as empowering for black women. And you know what? It added a dash of spice to the game, making it all the more thrilling. Now on to Caitlin Clark. Despite the loss, this Iowa star gave us some unforgettable moments. Scoring over 40 points in multiple games, she captivated basketball fans from all over. Clark's on-court skills, combined with her growing social media following and brand deals with companies like Nike, Buick, and Bose, have made her a rising star in the sport. Even though she ranks 9th in the On3.com S college women's basketball NIL rankings, there is no denying her impact on the game and the viewership. But what really set this tournament apart was the rivalry between these two powerhouses. It was a clash of titans, a spectacle that had fans on the edge of their seats. Both players embraced this rivalry, recognizing its impact on the game's popularity. And with both expected to return for the next season, it's safe to say we are in for a treat. With stars like Reese and Clark, no wonder the viewership was off the charts. Let's see what else contributed to this historic event. A change in policy and a change in the game. Let's dive in. Just a few years ago, in the year 2021, the NCAA made a pivotal policy change. For the first time in history, student athletes could profit from their name, image, and likeness. This was a game changer, opening up a whole new world of opportunities for these young athletes. Take Caitlin Clark, for example. Clark, a standout player for the University of Iowa, was a magnet for attention during the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. Her on-court skills were mesmerizing, and her off-court charisma was equally captivating. But it wasn't just her basketball prowess that was bringing in the crowds. The policy change meant that Clark's rising profile wasn't just good for her game, but also for her wallet. With brand deals from companies like Nike, Buick, and Bose, Clark's marketability soared. Despite ranking 9th in college women's basketball NIL rankings, her valuation was a cool $192,000. And as her popularity continues to grow, so too does the potential for her success in the NIL market. But it's not just about the money. The policy change has had a broader impact, contributing to the increased popularity of women's basketball. The recent Women's NCAA Basketball Championship is a testament to this. With TV viewership outdrawing the men's championship for the first time ever. And the future? Well, it's looking bright. With more and more athletes able to profit from their talent and hard work, there's a newfound incentive to strive for greatness. This could mean more competitive games, more standout players, and, you guessed it, more viewers. So, with more opportunities and rising stars, the future of women's basketball looks brighter than ever. Remember, you heard it here first.